In this video, we're going to look at a pattern here. The pattern is the numbers 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, and we want to continue this pattern all the way out to the 100th term. And so here we're given the first 5. We'd like to write a program to kind of model this. And it turns out that this is an interesting pattern for a lot of reasons. The one that we're going to focus on is that it's not increasing by what seems to be a very obvious amount. Like here it increases by 2, but the next term increases by 3, so that doesn't seem like a normal pattern that we're used to. But if you keep looking at the increases between terms seem to be changing at a very predictable rate. So here the difference was 2, here it's 3, then it's 4, then it's 5. Oh my god, there's a pattern. So we're going to use that to our advantage. And here's how. We're going to first recognize that the first number, which I'm going to call current, is going to be 1, and that the increase that I need to get to the next term will initially would be 2. Now I'm going to need a loop that's going to need to run 100 times to get to the 100th term. And so that's a standard loop for doing that. And then in this loop, I need to do 3 things. 1, I want to print out the current number that we've calculated. Then I need to change the current number. So the current number was the number 1. I need to increase it by a certain amount, and that's kept by the increase variable. So initially 1 will go to 3, and if I don't do anything else, the next time around 3 will go to 5, then 5 will go to 7. So that's great, except for I don't want the number to keep increasing by the same amount. I also want the increase variable to increase by 1 each time. So to walk you through this code, when n is 1, it's going to print out the current variable, which is 1. Then it increases current by 2, because that's the increase variable. So now current's 3. And then increase will increase by 1 to 3. Then it'll go back around the loop, print out what current is. Then current will increase by the new increase, which is now 3. And then the increase will become 4. And so in this way, it'll keep going around and round and round until it's run 100 times and then the loop stops. If we run this program, you'll see a whole bunch of numbers print out, with the last one being 5050, and here's all 100 of them. If you would like to see which one is which, I can go ahead here and add a reference to n, so that it's going to print out the position of each number in addition to the actual value that's a term in the sequence. So you can see the 100th term here was 5050, the 67th term with 2278, and of course the first term is 1. So in this way we can use multiple variables to establish a pattern. And I hope this made a lot of sense.